Hey, this is me building and strategizing my 400k per year profit solo consulting business right in front of your eyes. And what you're watching right here is a daily video series that follows the exact same framework every single day. I start by answering your questions. So if you have any questions regarding personal, business, finances, whatever it is, just ask your question down below and then I'll answer your question in tomorrow's video. It gives you a good reason to tune back in and it gets me to connect with my audience. Then I run it through my business stats. So this is a sheet that I fill out every single day with all key performance indicators of my business. Just a fancy way of saying KPIs out loud here. And then to-do lists. So what I did today, what I'll do tomorrow, and then last but not least, I'll run you through some strategy on how I'm planning to get to $1 million a year in personal profit. If you're new here, I've taken 2 of my previous coaching businesses to more than 100k per month, but this time I'm doing a little bit differently. I'm doing it completely solo, except for my editing team. But other than that, it's just me, my time, my brain, my consulting clients on their goal towards $1 million a year in personal profit. So yeah, welcome. This is my daily updates channel. It's the channel you're watching right now. What I always do is that I head into community and then I find a comment that I haven't interacted with. Today is Saturday and there's a recurring pattern and there's not a lot of questions over the weekend, which is completely fair. So no questions today, which is fine. Then I run you through a business stats, so just like all of my numbers on my social channels. 432 on my daily updates, and then we head into my main YouTube channel, which is currently sitting at 6,484. So let's dive in and fill it out, shall we? Let me drag it, there we go. And zoom in so that you can see. I know that you're a little bit blind. 6484 for the main YouTube channel. My Instagram has been cooked the past few days with like going heavily up and down in followers. Maybe it's I think this software is good. I've used it many times. But yeah, you can see like what is this, for example. And then this gain, a little bit weird. 432, right? Yeah, there we go. So yesterday, no money made, but I spent $40 on subscriptions, Canva, and what was it? I think WeTransfer. Yeah. I have a personal finance sheet that I fill out every single day where I track all of my personal expenses, so like food, rent, clothes, whatever it is, but also my business finance, so that I always know how much money is coming in and out, so that I know every single month how much there was left for me personally, so that I can pay out or leave it in business account, and then I update all my net worth trackers, which is basically just my valuation as a person, right? My net worth in terms of like assets that I can sell within 24 hours. So crypto, stocks, watches, and of course cash, both bank, but also cash in hand. I don't have a lot of cash on hand, like physical cash. So there we go. That's why I know the numbers on a standing foot here. So let's see the growth here. I like the cool part about here is that with like percentage growth is that it compounds exponentially over time, right? So if we for example do the average, the daily updates channel grows with like 0.7. My IG is absolutely cooked because I don't really post, and when I post it's very niche content. So I'm still considering if I should go more broad on IG and then kind of like go the traffic and volume route and then nurture through YouTube, and then basically just like kind of like focus on converting a smaller percentage instead of only attracting the right people. But my most important thing is that I just come across the way that I want to through content, and I don't want any bullshit. I want people to be there because I'm really good at what I do and not the life that I live, because that is very boring. Main YouTube channel is also, I basically popped off with 2 videos, and then since then I haven't really cracked it. Bit of an identity crisis in content, not gonna lie. Alright, that's business stats. Then to-do list, what I did today. Today is Saturday, and if you follow this channel, you know that I take Saturdays off usually. Today was like a 50-50, I would say. I recorded a podcast with my client Vincent. I've worked with the guy for 1.5 years now. He's renewed my mentorship 4 times with good reasoning. He started with me from 0 1.5 years ago, and last month he did 100k cash collected US dollars. So he's a fucking legend. And we did a podcast together today actually about learnings from 100k a month and like the whole info space and these things. And Vince is a guy that have also turned into a good friend of mine. We're very similar when it comes to our personal values and things that we do outside of business too. But we're also at the same time like some different personalities. So I really enjoy the convos that I have with him. And so we decided that we're going to start a podcast together because what I really enjoy is to consume content from people that share my beliefs on consulting and that space. But there's not a lot of people who does it, unfortunately. It kind of makes good sense when I'm the one who kind of like came up with the idea and the whole methodology and philosophy and concept of the digital coffee shop, of like the way that I run my own consulting business. And of course Vince has adopted that philosophy and model everything to like perfection, which is one of the reasons that he's doing 100k a month. I take 10% credit, 90% credit should go to Vince himself, because he's extremely smart and he executed on everything that I told him to do. And while he sprinkled in his own personality and knowledge, right? That's the beauty of having a mentor, is that you learn from their mistakes and then you sprinkle your own things into it. So I'm starting a pod with Vince. He shares all of my beliefs when it comes to it, and I think we have some really good ping pong because we share the exact same view on the consulting, info space, personal brand, these kind of things, which is like standing in heavy transition to the market, I would say, where it's at, but I believe it's pivoting elsewhere, which is an interesting conversation. So I recorded that. It was like 1.5 hours. Then I did a lot of like admin work, some like tax shit, and some transfers here and there. I'm investing into another business, which is kind of cool. I cannot talk about it, but I just wanted to let you know. So yeah, that was what I did today. And then I wrote some stuff. I write a lot. I write like 1,000 words a day. So I enjoy that. I don't see that as work. And then I watched Astralis. Come on, easy dub. If you watch Counter-Strike, I watch it. I don't really watch it. Sometimes I do, and it's like a good game. And today I watched it with my friend Anton, so that was nice. Other than that, I'm going for dinner tonight with some really cool people. So I'm looking forward to that, socializing a little bit. There's not a lot of people in Dubai now because it's so hot. But Sol and Pedro is here, which are two incredible people. I've spoken with Pedro before online, and he's a really good guy. And then Sol seems like a super genuine guy from what I can see from his content. I've never met the guy in real life, so I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's pretty cool. For strategy, not a lot, to be fair. Not a lot. I want to keep it a little bit short today because it's Saturday and I don't really have a lot on my mind. So yeah, I appreciate the check-in. Just a little short one today. Not all of the videos can be 30 minutes with like 8 questions answered, but that's the way it is, this series. So yeah, pretty cool. I'll let you know when the podcast with Vince is up, so you can also learn how to get to 100k a month. We didn't really talk about that actually, how to get there. Maybe we'll save that for another episode. I appreciate you watching this. See you tomorrow.